What is going on, everybody? Malcolm back again from Majestic Skies, here with another Everyman's Watch review. I review watches for any and every man in affordable prices that are quality. Now, as you can see here, I got a Casio Beauty here in front of me. Super cheap watch. This is what they call the Casio Royale, and it's the kind of a slang name for it, but this is the watch here. So as you can see, it's got a 10-year battery life. It's got 5 alarms built in. Obviously, a quartz. Being a Casio, that's all they really. Well, I guess they may make some automatics, but usually it's mostly quartz. You can see it's got a stainless steel band with the Casio logo. Actually, quite a nice band. Obviously, it's a budget one, but it does have a nice clasp on it. Is adjustable as well, as you can see there, so you can easily adjust it to fit your wrist perfectly. Did include a few extra bands as well, so should be able to fit almost any wrist size. I had to remove quite a few to fit my close to 7-inch wrist. In the box does come with some good instructions there, so you do get pretty detailed instructions on how to use this watch, and you're probably going to need them because this watch has some pretty crazy functions. So you're looking at 100 meters of water resistance. That's what the WR100 does mean there. So you can actually swim with this watch if you so choose to. So definitely a nice thing to have, especially on a watch this cheap. As you can see, it's got a stainless steel back, and it is made in China. So this is the 1200 AE, I believe, is the model number, but most people just call this the Casio Royale because it looks a lot like a watch that was featured in one of the James Bond movies. That was actually a Seiko, but this one does resemble it quite a bit. So this is also a world time watch. So you can see that little map up there of the world. That's not there just for looks. It does actually serve a function. So I won't go into setting the time and everything on this because it's gonna take a lot to set that up. But I will kind of show some of the interesting features of this watch, and you'll be able to decide pretty quickly if this watch is for you. So yeah, like I said, it's a stainless steel band, but it is actually a plastic shell. So that's really the only downside, in my opinion. You do have a mineral crystal on the front, so this is not acrylic. This is a mineral crystal, which for the price, pretty darn good for $45. So yeah, that's kind of an overview there. It's a cheap watch, but I think it looks quite nice despite its kind of retro look. I really like it, honestly. So we'll go through and I'll show you some of the functions. So right now I have it set to New York time. As you can see, it's Monday, the 2nd of January. And let's go ahead and I'll show some of the different functions. So you can see when I press that search button, you can see I have this set to YVR time, which is in Vancouver. So I can quickly see what the time is in Vancouver versus my time zone in New York. So Paris time as well, you can see. And I do have it set to the 24-hour clock right now. But I just think that's kind of cooler. And I'll do also have it set to Tokyo. So you can set up to 4 time zones. You can see we just switch back to New York, and it will change on the map there to show you exactly where you are and what time zone you're looking at. So really the defining feature of this watch, and it's really unique and cool. Honestly, I really like it. You can see up here, this is actually an analog clock here, so that'll keep going there. As you can see, as time passes by, a little hard to read, but it's kind of a cool feature. And what's interesting about it is if you change the time zone to something else, this will stay on your home time zone. So you see that's not changing. So that means I can actually check right now and see the New York time and the Paris time, at the same time. So pretty cool stuff. You can see obviously that's the hour hand and minute hand right beside each other there. And yeah, definitely kind of a cool function there of the watch as well. Oh yeah, so pricing on this watch, $45 Canadian is what I ended up paying for this. Really good value. You're looking at roughly 30 US dollars. Just crazy for a watch of this quality, in my opinion. Other than that, let's go through and I'll show some of the other functions. This is the world time function. So right now I have it set to universal UTC time. And you can actually go through quickly, and you can actually go through all the time zones that are available if you want when you're in this mode. So you have Paris, Rome, Berlin, STO, not sure what that is, Athens, Cairo time, Jerusalem, Moscow. Not sure what that one is, but yeah, you can see it switching on the world map there as I go through. Show all the different time zones. Hong Kong time, Taipei, I think, in Tokyo, and Australia, Adelaide, I think, Sydney, and yeah, pretty crazy stuff. So that's one of the functions there. You can see it does have some nice beeping sounds it makes as well. This is the alarm function. So the way this works is you can switch through the alarms like this. So this is alarm. You have it set to random times. This is the alarm 1, alarm 2, alarm 3, alarm 4, alarm 5. You can actually set all 5 of these at the same time if you'd like. And this one, actually, I didn't really hear anyone talking about. This one's cool. If I go ahead and turn this one on, I believe this is how you do it. You can see right up there it says signal. And what that means is that's going to be an hourly chime. So essentially every hour it's going to make a little chiming sound. So pretty cool. I haven't heard anyone talk about that, but definitely kind of an interesting function. And we'll go ahead and set the alarm here. Whoops, I didn't do that. We'll go ahead and set the alarm here. So we can kind of test it here. Right now it is like 9:50, so well, not quite actually. So we'll set it to 9:50, and then we'll see if it goes off like it should. See, it switches to show the alarm is on there. 9. Oops. It's a little bit finicky to adjust. There we go. So 9:50 we'll set it to. Almost out of time here. There we go. So now that's set now. Oops, make sure I have it turned on. You see the 1, that'll just have it ring once. Let's have it ring once, and we'll go from there. All right, switch to mode here. You see this is the timer. So I think by default it'll be set to 24 hours. We'll just go ahead and hear for the alarm here first. As when the alarm goes off, you get a nice beeping sound, and it will actually blink up there for alarm. So pretty cool there. There you can see, so that's one alarm set, and you see it's actually turned off because we just had it set to do the alarm one time. Timer here, you can see, like I said, set to 24 hours here. So that's by default what the timer will be set to. Reset it. I think you hold the adjust button, but we'll go back and show that. Yeah, just press the adjust button. Stopwatch, pretty self-explanatory. If you're going out for a run or whatever, you're going to be treating this watch like a beater. It is affordable enough to be a beater. You can do that. So you can go ahead and start the stopwatch and go for a run. And I do like how it kind of counts up the milliseconds there as well. Quite nice. And that's essentially it for the watch. So that's basically all the functions there. Of course, you do have a light there, as you can see. It's an okay light. You do get 2 LEDs on each side, so it's very, very legible at night. The top portion doesn't light up quite as much, but definitely not bad. Definitely very easy to actually see in the dark. And honestly, I love this watch. It's a fantastic watch. Practicality wise, like this watch will serve almost every function you're going to need there, unless you're wanting, like heart rate monitor and things like that. But it's a really, really nice watch, honestly. Really unique too. Yeah, you can see the light there a little better, so the top doesn't light up quite as well. Right now I have it set up to light up for 3 seconds, but you can also adjust that so it lights up for about a second and a half. So that is also an option. Obviously, you can see also it does show the day of the month and day of the week as well as the year. So other than that, I'll go ahead and put the watch on, show you how it fits on my wrist. So I have just under a 7-inch wrist, and as you can see, I got it fit quite well there, quite comfortable. It's light, obviously, being a plastic outer shell there, so not super heavy. They do actually make a aluminum case for this, which people have actually modded these to be fully aluminum, or sorry, not fully aluminum, fully stainless steel, which is pretty cool. Like this being a stainless steel watch, I would pay more for. Now it's a little steep, but you're looking at about $100 to get the stainless steel case for it. So if anyone knows of any more affordable, stainless steel case mods for this watch, put it in the description below because I would love to mod this with a stainless steel case. But really nice watch. I would honestly recommend it, especially for the price. I mean, 30 US dollars, roughly 45 Canadian dollars. It's absolutely fantastic watch. I think it looks nice. I know it's a little old fashioned, it's a little bit retro, but I think it's quite classy there. It is a bit of a larger watch, as you can see. So if you have really small wrists, I mean, it'll fit most people. Probably everything down to like 6.5 inch, even a bit smaller. But if you have a super small wrists, might be an issue there. But that's the Casio Royale there. Super great budget watch and another great offering from Casio. If you enjoyed the video, please do make sure to like, comment, and subscribe as it really helps my channel grow. And if you have any watches you'd like to see me review on the channel, do put that in the description below. Thanks, everybody. Take care.